Hello Gundam fans, this is Prime92, and today I'll be looking at the 10144 Real Grade Gundam GP01 Full Burnern, or Full Burnye, or Full Burner, or Full Burner. It says Full Burnern on the box, so it is the upgraded space type of the GP01 from Stardust Memory. And this is the core biter, very different compared to the Earth type. You got these big thrusters, you got the little landing gear, which one fell out already. Same landing gear, just different configuration. And if you want, you still have the connector, and you can just put it right in here for an action base, if you want. Now in this mode, you still have the opening cockpit, right there. You've got movable thrusters on the back. These little panels here can move. And also, I should mention now, little levers here which will flip out the verniers. Now, I don't think they do anything here, but in mobile suit mode they will definitely come in handy. And you also have the Rocky figure, little teeny figure. And to transform this thing, it's a little more complicated than the other one. Some parts are the same, so you can flip this down. Nose cone, cockpit, flip this down. Now this, the beam sabers are on a double hinge. Bring up, like that. And a little panel here for the connectors for the torso. Now this is something I really like, these thrusters, because normally in core fighter mode they're like this. There should be a hinge. You pull it out, not too hard, because you might actually pull it off. Pull it out. And there's the hinge. Very nice. I really like that. And that is the core block all ready to go. So, let's bring in the lower half. And you've got the holes in the bottom, and then the pegs here, and just make sure the white part is once again outside. And just push down. And there's the lower half, and then the upper half. Now this, I find it doesn't like to connect as well, at least for me. I mean, you still got the pegs here and here, but there's no backpack. See, this is where the backpack would connect on the normal or Earth type, but the backpack's right here. So there's no cover, which does help a little bit, but nothing here. It'll connect. I just don't feel at the back it's as well as it could be. And you still have this part that can flip up. So it might help you push it down a little bit. And then push that in. And that is the GP01, there we go, Full Burnern in mobile suit mode. I really like how this looks. Lots of detail. Definitely has a different aesthetic going for it with the added armor, the bulkier legs, bulkier shoulders, and well, the vernier. First off, there are one. Now, this is something you would never have expected on a 10144 style kit. Little vernier that actually pop out. There's a peg here and on the bottom, so you can actually push them out. Now, this is a little crazy. There's actually, these outer ones are on hinges. So if you can keep them out, you can actually pull them and separate them a little bit. It's very hard because they go back right back in. But you can do it. Well, you can do it. It's very hard because they're very tiny. And the vernier on the chest. We got these little yellow panels, and so you can just pop them out. Just make sure you keep track of them because they are very tiny. And then push the verniers out here. Now, this might make things connect a little better in the front, because now they're going to have to kind of go over. And so at least, even if the back of the torso comes off, it's not really going to pop like the torso off the body, because these are kind of going to catch. I still wish the back connected a little better though. there we go. And I think that looks really, really cool. So you can have it with or without. Just like I said, make sure you keep these little teeny panels somewhere safe. And you also have a sticker sheet. Pretty standard stuff for real grays now. There is the opening cockpit right here, which is in red now. And the clear pieces, you got the head, the cameras, little ones on the side here. Yep, nothing on the backpack this time. And the backpack doesn't seem to like peg in or anything, so you can move it, which will help in the articulation department. So overall, despite the fact that the torso, for me anyways, doesn't like to peg in all the way, I really love the design on this thing. I think it is great. Now the head goes up and down, forwards and back. It'll rotate. The arms can go up, if you can keep the torso on. Forwards and back. They rotate. Keep your the shoulders, like hold the shoulders while you rotate it, or this is going to happen. This part here can move. It's on actually a hinge at the white part and the thruster. So you get the arms. If parts don't start popping off, you can get them out about that far. If the armor would stay attached, you got a rotation below the shoulder, a double jointed elbow, same separation. It's the same arm. Ball jointed wrist with the hinge and the articulate fingers. You got the torso swivel side to side, a little rotation. God, we should stay together. The front skirts can move. Side skirts can move. Now that the backpack can move out of the way, you can get the back skirts to move. And the legs have the hinge you can bring down if you unlock the little latch here. But as they are, they go forwards, and back, and out. Rotate at the hip. And double jointed knee. Very nice. You got a flap on the back, and the thruster can move. The flap on the front will move a little. Now the feet are a little limited at the ankles because of the way this is designed. It's kind of stops it here. It'll go forwards and back very little. You got some side to side and some rotation. Feet can go down and up. And really, this little hinge at the toe, it's pretty much pointless. So articulation is a little limited in the lower half, I find, compared to the Earth type, just because of the bulkier leg armor. Whoops. But you could pull off a few poses with it, because it's a little limited forward and back, but side to side is alright, really. And because it has bigger feet, it stands rather well. So articulation, it's alright. Now, you don't get anything new compared to the Earth type with your weapons. Still have the same shield, opens and closes. You got the little arm connector, which still doesn't peg into the underside of the arm properly. Like, you can push it in, but if you touch it, it'll fall out. You got the little handle here, which you can unpeg, and then have it like this to hold with the manipulator fingers, or, once again, you have the one with the hand molded in, which I still really like. Although, I have to say, I don't like it as much on the space type. I think it works a little better with the Earth type. Just because this guy has such, like, maneuverability. The Earth type would make more sense to kind of have this right forward, if you know what I mean. You've got the beam saber handles, of course, which can come unpegged, and you've got two clear pink beams. But you also have two beam saber handles with the pegs to peg into the manipulator finger hands. Speaking of hands, you've got a set of fist hands, and you have a trigger finger hand for the beam rifle. Same beam rifle, clear scope, which moves, handle moves. The energy clip can be removed, and you still have two on the shield and one extra. And we'll just click that on right there. And that is about it. Like I said, nothing new. Oh, and I can't forget. Oops. Can't forget the beam effect for the beam rifle, which I still like. I think that's the time it actually used it. Now, I really wish we had something different compared to the Earth type. Like, maybe if the Earth type had the machine gun, and this one had just the beam rifle. Like I said, they're still good, there's nothing new to it. So, how about we compare this guy to the high-grade version of the GP01 full Burnern. Let me get him straight. And once again, high grade is a little taller, just a little, and he is bulkier, which makes sense. Once again, I am amazed that they can pull off the extendable vernion on the shoulders and the chest. You can see they're molded in here, but they actually move. Granted, the ones on the shoulders are very tiny and hard to move, but they're on joints, and that's really nice. Chests are easier. I still really like it. And let me do one on the back before I take it out. And torso. There we go. You can see. And of course, the GP01 Earth type. Now, the Earth type is a little bit shorter because the feet, the space type basically has booties that make him a little bit taller, which is the way it should be. Now, these are both great kits. I do find that the space type, like I said, the connection on the torso isn't quite as strong on mine as my Earth type, and the articulation on the lower half is a little more limited, and the fact that it doesn't have any different accessories is a little annoying. I wish they had differed it a little bit between the two variations, but still, it's a good kit. They're both good kits. It really comes down to which version you like better. Do you like the Earth type or the space type? Me personally, I love the design of the space type more. So if I could only get one, it'd be this guy, but really it just depends on which one you like better. So that is about it, and I'll see you at the next review.